Hey folks, welcome to the stream. Today, for the first time, we are starting a hard mode playthrough of Ixion. I had put up a poll on my YouTube channel, and the response from the couple people that voted, thank you for voting, was overwhelmingly, go ahead, start a new hard mode playthrough. So we're setting aside our current playthrough, and we're going to start a new playthrough in hard mode. For the folks that are watching on YouTube, you may see a couple more episodes of the normal difficulty game come out, because I've already recorded some before the hard mode comes out. In the case, let's get started. So I'm gonna look at the custom real quick just to see what the options are. Challenge mode achievement is inactive. Okay, so if I set it to challenge, vol jump penalty, irreparable hull damage done. Okay, interesting. Repairs. That's 25% resources is basically what we're getting here. Plus 50% failure penalty for objectives. Minus 50% completion bonus for objectives. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. Cryopod worker to non-worker ratio is reduced by 25%. Ouch. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Solar panels, the amount of electricity generated per solar panel is reduced by 25%. That's gonna hurt. So we're gonna have to get nuclear power sooner rather than later. Deaths per accident increased by 50%. This is gonna be rocky, guys. I think we're gonna stick with the difficulty is written. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be rough. I wonder if there's an option to turn off the tutorial pop-ups now that we actually know how to play the game. Watch the cutscenes again, why not? Los AC European Spaceport, Norway. July 13th, 2049.
Control, we have typing clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Clear procedures, check. Guidance go.
EA algorithm online.
Batista safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMB Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad.
Missed the call out for Max Q. This is such a weird sequence, the 2D.
PVS Tycoon to EMD Share. You have clearance for final approach. You have been assigned to Tycoon Docking Bay. Welcome on board, passengers.
Who's working in the dark over here?
Shuttle EMV Charon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tycoon, property of Dolus Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity's future. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tycoon. In accordance with the Munchie Protocol, I have been designed to take into consideration your complete psychological profile so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure that...
Let me start building while this thing's talking. We gotta keep in mind we are playing on hard mode, so gotta do things efficiently here. I think the first thing we need is a workshop, and we're gonna need an alloy stockpile. For now, I'm gonna build stuff kind of out here like this. And then this is gonna be our first alloy stockpile here. What I want to do soonish is delete the stocking bay and move it all the way over to the left. But before we do that, we gotta get some basics established here. And maybe collect some alloy.
Tycoon's automated systems function efficiently. I will keep track of the tasks.
Start taking these already. Gonna need a medical center. Where there's
For you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and Dolos colonization tests.
yeah. Need to get a hospital online as soon as possible, I think, and at least one housing unit. Let's start cranking stuff out here. We're gonna move everything once we get through the initial setup. How many people do we have? 85. Each house is worth only 15 right now. Okay, so that's 30, that's 60. We'll need like one more, I think. I'm gonna have to give houses for absolutely everybody. Just enough people that we don't get penalties for it. We also need a tech lab soon. I'd like to put the tech lab there, but that's okay. I'm gonna get this online as soon as we possibly can. I think we're gonna need another alloy storage. I think we have to place a food storage first though, maybe, before we do that. Let's do another alloy first, I think it'll be quicker. Let's prioritize this. get back to the text in a second. So that's being done. We need a food storage. That's gonna go here, and we need a
Administrator.
this guy eating.
Introduce you to your first tasks personally. I'm Dolos' cryonics lead, Marduk Council member Giovanni Battista. So, let's see. Your first objective will be to begin setting up essential infrastructure aboard the Tycoon, meeting the environmental conditions that are required to support your crew. Having laid these foundations, you will then oversee the installation of the Vol engine and perform a short test jump to Proxima Centauri. Upon arrival, your
That's a food storage. That's why it's not letting me pick it up.
will carry out a brief survey of the local space, gather a few rock and coal dust samples, fire up the colonization protocol, begin building the foundations for mankind's future, yada yada yada. And then you'll come back. Now, in order to achieve this, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the Tycoon's core functions. It's no big deal. There's the production. Stockpiling and distribution of resources, construction, balancing of power output with allocation. Oh, and space exploration, you know, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tycoon following the first test of its Vol engine. Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center Dolos' focus on the Tycoon. But this mission is just in preparation for our next project, the Protagoras. The Marduk Council worked damn hard to pull this mission together ahead of schedule. So, toe the line, do as you're told, and bring the Tycoon back in one piece. Leave the grand gestures and saving of mankind from ecosystemic destruction to us, okay? One last word of advice. We don't all think like Veneer Dolos. As of yet, no human law has been officially established amongst the stars. That sounds like an opportunity knocking to me.
This is going to be plastic storage, but we're not going to harvest the plastic until we actually need it for something, I think. There's no reason that I can't move this now, I think. And no ships or anything. Yeah, okay. Let's do this move now.
Administrator, I have established a connection with Dolos' lead data scientist, Emma Klein.
Administrator, Mr. Dolos has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tycoon, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, Dolos' lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS.
We should get another workshop online. Well, I guess we're already done the main build at this point. We can do this temporarily until we got most of the stuff built.
Recording and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed overview of any situations that may arise and formulate potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders without having to go through a additional unnecessary paperwork. Eden will then take care of everything via their DLS accreditation, as is often the case with tools produced by my department. I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, you'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing history, Dr. Munchie, our lead medical expert, wanted me to bring to your attention a possible side effect of vol jumping. Whilst there's a correlation between prolonged space travel and the development of early onset dementia, he believes that a vol jump has the potential to accelerate this process, although this is yet to be proven. His recommendation is for you to immediately send any crew members that are exhibiting uncharacteristic or symptomatic behavior to an infirmary, as these facilities are equipped to treat the mind as well as the body. Remember that all of your actions and choices are being recorded by Eden. We are not affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Guaranteeing access to food supplies to reaffirm your competency as administrator. Direct construction of a mess hall. As soon as the game allows me to do that, I will do that. Thank you. There we go. Make this high priority. The road still has to be constructed, of course. They're working on that now. Yeah, I think we're through the initial cutscene bit. We'll probably get more calls shortly. Oops. We got plenty of alloy in our storages now. We're going to let the alloy get allocated to stuff before we start gathering more. We overtask our storages here. It's just going to make things take longer. In fact, I think I'm going to create another storage to speed things up even further. Start collecting food while waiting for this. I guess I don't have to be that stingy with the alloy. It's mainly the people. So as long as I have people and power, I can get this online. We can start collecting plastic here. It should be 100 plastic. These are coming along nicely. Going to clear the alloy one area at a time to make sure that we have places to build stuff as we need stuff built. This is the only thing that's under construction right now, so it doesn't really do me anything to mark it as high priority. Anything we can build now that we haven't built? I don't think so. I think we're good. Let's take a look at our housing total. 75 out of 85 is good. Got our docking bay online again. Since we have the plastic storage, I think we can immediately start working on science ship. Probably is our first thing, or do we go with mining first? We need all three. It doesn't really matter what order we do them in. Actually, I take that back. Depending on if the science ship gets stuff, we might not need mining right away, but we'll see about that. We're probably going to construct a second space dock fairly early, so we're going to want to start making room for that.
I have an incoming transmission from Marduk Council member Henry Bargeville.
Bonjour, Administrator. What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think? I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange.
Keep in mind, we can always delete stuff if we need this space.
Out of courtesy with the Oceanabe, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies, the Ashtongites. Even though they are a small organization, the Ashtongites are important partners who share the same pragmatic, moralistic, and spiritual outlook as we do. The Oceanabe will provide us with a source of food whilst carrying out the Tycoon's initial testing. By making it the first exclusive trade partner of the Tycoon, we will demonstrate to our long-term allies that Dolos wishes for them to share in our success.
There's our mess hall over here.
Please assign a cargo ship so that we can check the trade routines. Administrator, trust in genetic connectors. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern.
Is this going to be another alloy storage? I think yes. We've got all the alloy allocated at this point. Some of these storages are definitely going to go away as our ship grows here. Trying to get another... The hell does trust in genetic Conatus mean anyway? So we'll have to look up Conatus in the dictionary. But I'm sure it's something oppressive and terrible. We should probably start our second hospital pretty much right away. We're almost ready for another solar panel, actually. Gotta keep an eye on that. What's the power requirements of this? 14. Turn this off for now. Event available. Ensure all crew are quartered within 12 cycles. We can do that. We've almost got all the quarters already built. Oh, we're at extra hours. That's not good. We're gonna turn off the storage because it's almost full. Oh, we're still in extra hours. I guess the tech lab is taking a lot of personnel. Oh, we've only got the one workshop now, I guess. Thought I just turned that off. There we go. Okay, we're back under optimal conditions now. So we need to find more people. Event. Request additional staff from the Oceanabe. We need workers from the Oceanabe on board the Tycoon. Okay, so we're actually going to save the mining ship for later. I'll have to build an extra quarters because there's going to be another 20 people, an extra 2 quarters maybe. So there's going to be 100 people ultimately. Okay, here's our science ship. Oh, let's start the tech lab going. I think the first thing... Now here's the tricky thing about the science lab. We can either upgrade the tech lab immediately and increase the... No, we can't do this. We need tier 2 first. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier. So for tier 2, we need the probe launcher, the EVA airlock, the insect farm, the mess hall. So get that done as soon as humanly possible. Right now we have no science points, so it's good that we just got the science ship done. We have no problem with the quarters. Send the deuterium to the moon here.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, the moon base is out of commission. Auxiliary systems are operational and can be used to restore power. We've reached the UN base. It is abandoned and depressurized. The surveillance system is still operational, awaiting orders. We can either exploit the security vulnerability or dismantle the base. Hacking the surveillance system, the Deuterium's team will access the base's central systems and retrieve any confidential data present. Let's retrieve confidential data, why not? We got time. Just ability like 11. Plus 10 from Almighty Dolos buff. I guess that's like we just started the game bonus. I think we're gonna have to shut another one of these things off. Let's plan for that. I guess the cargo ship only takes one person, so maybe it'll be alright. As soon as we get more people, we can bring these things back online. I'm gonna pause this actually. Being indecisive, that's why.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Guess we'll leave this. Okay, science ship has completed a task. Let's send the cargo ship to start gathering people. And then follow that with food. We hacked the main computer systems as the order and retrieved several relevant research papers and data sets. 10 science ready for extraction. Now we can dismantle the base. I don't think the 10 science by itself is going to do anything for us, really. What do we need right now? Do we need another science ship or another cargo ship? Probably another science ship. We have no science right now. And we're probably going to have to dismantle this later to get our mining ship online. Thing about this, even though this is hard mode, the Tycoon hasn't started falling apart yet. There's no hull deterioration, so not really under any pressure at this point. Just gonna take our time and do everything properly. Looks like we already got all of the cargo. That's good. Oh, I guess we started dismantling already, that's fine. We should think about building No, we don't have an EVA airlock yet. Maybe that's the first thing we need to build after all. And now it doesn't matter because we have no science. You could think about dismantling the Vita Kalai. But I think we're going to have more cargo available soon from the moon, so we won't bother with that yet. Eat 100 crew with the mess fall. Okay, solve the moon event. I wonder if we send multiple science ships to the moon if we can gather the science twice as quickly. I think the speed is important because the -1 stability is going to ding us a little bit. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's work on the roads here a little bit while we're waiting for other stuff to happen.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Start getting more alloy into these storages. Okay. Alright. Base has been dismantled, although most equipment was damaged. We were able to prepare some usable resources for extraction. So we got a total of 100 science and 30 alloy. Oh, we can send this guy to start bringing alloy. We don't actually really need alloy right at the minute, so maybe we leave that alone for a little while. What's our housing situation like? 105 is fine. See if we can gather the science faster with 2 ships than with 1. Certainly we can. Okay, perfect. So let's okay, the Vitakalai just brought cargo in, I think. We could just unassign it. Oh, let's unassign it for now. Alright, I'm gonna take a real quick break to say hello to my girlfriend because she just got home, so I will be right back. Let's save it. Well, this hard one. Alright, be right back, guys. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that. My girlfriend just got back from visiting with a friend, and she brought me a delicious pastry. It was very good. Don't think we have enough people or power yet for a second. Yeah, delicious pastries are delicious. That's why they're called that. I know, I'm strange. Okay. Let's get an EVA airlock because we need that in order to get more power. Although I'm also tempted by the probe launcher. Yeah, I think the EVA airlock's more critical.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Dolus.
Got all science from the moon, so we'll send one guy to Mars, the other guy to Saturn.
This is head of medicine, Dr. Abhinav Munshi.
Greetings, Administrator. I'm Dr. Abhinav Munshi, Dolo's expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm
Expert in compartmentalism.
even
So
in this
terrifying.
digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague, Philip Stanford, couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vol engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities. You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tycoon's core systems. I hope that the work of our team will ensure that you're equipped to deal with most situations you encounter up there. Before I leave you, Stanford would like me to remind you that space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment than science fiction would have us believe. It would be wise to remember that.
Construct the Vol engine is our objective. We have to get an EVA airlock for that first. So we only actually need one alloy storage active. We'll have a second one active just for the purpose of getting this mostly cleared. It's weird that we only have 89 people. I think it's because we have 3 science ships.
Has arrived at its destination.
It must have been... How's Saturn closer than Mars? Okay. Signature trace from an EKP system has been detected near Saturn. EKP technology is the exclusive property of Dolos, but records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to this sector. The signature will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. I don't remember what happened. Well, last time we did all these events has been too long, so maybe we're making the same mistakes over again. Who knows? I think at this point we're in the holding pattern, just waiting for either to research or other stuff. Research or the science? We can't build multiple tech labs is the thing, so we're really bottlenecked on waiting for this to get done. Yeah, we got the EVA airlock technology. What's next on our agenda? I think it's the probe launcher, probably. We could also look at the science ship upgrades are all locked, so yeah, probe launcher's next, I think. Do we do the EKP? No, that's already unlocked. Probe launcher it is.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay, UN has established a facility on Mars. Its crew are currently lacking the materials required to repair a critical fault in their oxygen supply system. They've submitted an official request to Dolos for aid. We can get either resources or research data. we already have like 60 science. This is a tough call. I think I want the resources because we have lots of alloy to spend and we're very limited on our plastic supply. Oh, we need a cargo ship in order to do this. So the iceberg has to be deallocated because I think he's not doing anything currently. I'll bring the Viticali back. There we go. Yeah, he's got all the alloy. We're actually done with the EVA airlock research. We can start construction. I'm gonna do it on the opposite side here. I haven't had any injuries yet, so let's demolish this extra infirmary. I'm just gonna have one that we can switch on if we need it, and then if that one starts to get like half full, then we'll bring on the second one. Hope I don't have to redo all the roads here. Let's do that for now. I have to move this at some point too, the tech lab. It's not in the spot where we want it to be. We're out of storage for alloy. No, let's not put anything there because that's where the airlock's gonna go. Eventually we're going to use up all this alloy and we're going to end up migrating, or we'll probably migrate some of the alloy to other areas. Okay, and then we can complete this loop here. I don't know exactly where the... Let's wait till we got the EVA airlock down first, and we'll see where the road lands.
The team has completed a task.
We're going to bring the EVA airlock. It's super important that we turn this off to begin with, so we're ready to actually use it. That should do. Saturn, there we go. Prototype rocket sent by the UN seems to use a variation of EKP. We've stripped it down and recovered schematics. 10 science. There's something for a little bit more than that. Maybe we should have looked for debris in orbit. We're waiting for a ship there. Okay, we got all science from here, so the deuterium is going to return to the Tycoon for now.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, we got 20 plastic. Fantastic. Oxygen supply system has been repaired and the relationship between Dolos and our competitor is improved by 36%. I like that there's a percentage involved. Okay, and then that was the Thalace that can also return to the Tycoon. We can get some of our plastic back. We don't really need this stockpile right now, so we'll shut that off. So I think we're going to shut this off. We're going to construct a solar panel by dismantling some of the ships. Actually, let's start dismantling a ship now here. Tyrium and the Thales are both back, is that right? No. Iceberg is the one that's deallocated. We built one too many science ships, so we're going to dismantle the Iceberg. I think that's enough for a solar panel. We'll find out in a minute. Since we have no science to collect right now, we're probably also going to... Hold on. We're not collecting... We have to assign that to a docking bay. So plastic is our priority, and people followed by alloy and food. Let's see, we have enough power. We have enough people, that's good. Where do we put this is the question now. We'll put this over here, that'll be fine. It's the exact same size as this and that, so it doesn't really matter. I'll put it over here. Oh, fudge.
Due to insufficient levels of electricity
Sorry, guys.
Sector 1's power demand has overloaded.
Ah, that's a big chunk of trust we lost there.
Teams recommend that you construct an external solar panel to boost overall electrical output.
And my math was off by like 1 power point, I think. This is off, right? Yeah. Okay, we're not researching anything here right now. We got 50 science. I think the insect farm is the last thing from this tier. Let's get that research done. Then when that's done, we could probably shut off the tech lab for the time being until we get more science points, which we will soonish once we get the probe launcher online. So we'll probably shut off, once we get all these guys back here, we'll probably shut off the docking bay and the tech lab, and we'll put on the probe launcher and the airlock. You know, I can do the solar panel construction, and then we'll see where we're at that point with the probes. And some science is the main thing we need to find, I think, currently. Although we are also running through our food supply. Have some alloy there on the moon. Don't really need right now. Let's I'm gonna deallocate this so we can get rid of one of these storages here. Or we could maybe use this for another resource. See about that in a minute. We actually need the insect farm right now. I guess we kind of do, actually. We have no food income. This 10 per 5 cycles. Wait till the research is done, that way we at least have the option to build it. Do we have all of our science ships back? We do. Okay, so we can dismantle another science ship if we want to. Let's see, 81 out of 94 workers. I'm gonna see if this impacts the number of workers that we have. Doesn't. Yeah, I think we'll get some workers back if we dismantle one of these. We'll dismantle the Thales. Turn off the ally collection actually, because I don't care about that right now. Alright, we got the insect farm technology, so shut this guy off. That leaves us with plenty of power. Start on the EVA airlock, yeah. See, we shut this off. I'm trying to figure out if there's anybody who can bring the tech lab online. We don't have enough. We do have enough people, actually. I think this should be okay. Yeah. This gives us a little bit of technology, even though it's not much. We could. What are we missing for tier 2? I guess we have to do all this stuff. Not sure whether we need the steel mill or the polymer refinery first. We'll see depending on what resources we find, I guess. Probably the steel mill? Alright, we got a solar panel, nice. We have the power and crew to get this back online. We have the power, but not the crew. Can we free up some crew? We turn this off temporarily. Turn the hospital off because we're not using it currently. I think this should be okay. Yes. Alright, so I'll go collect the extra alloy. Probably have nothing better to do. No active health buildings. Okay, let's try not to waste our probes here. Okay, we need the science objectives. Actually, I really need the plot objectives, I think. I thought there was something that's like a plot objective somewhere. Maybe it's just a one science objective. Okay, here comes the last shipment of alloy. As soon as we get another probe, we're going to start looking for actual resources. Starting with steel or carbon. Doesn't really matter at this point because we don't have factories. Oh, we have to start building the Vol engine. Or not the Vol engine, the sublight engine. Oh, we can demolish this now at their earliest convenience. The probe's ready. Is there no asteroids in the solar system? What's this about? Just that one thing. That's it. Maybe we'll have more once we get to the moon, I don't remember. And this is just a tutorial. Okay, we can... let's allocate the storage and dismantle it. We don't have enough alloy to justify its existence, and we can free up people that way. Probe was completed at scan and discovered a new point of interest. We're going to send a ship, the deuterium. And also turn off the workshop if we're not actively building or repairing anything. We'll do that for now. Let's use those resources to turn the hospital on in case somebody gets injured and I don't catch it right away. Incoming transmission.
Administrator, because of your continued successful management of the Tycoon, Dolos have authorized the dispatch of new crew members and food supplies.
Nice.
Please ensure that they have suitable accommodation once you reach Proxima Centauri. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, we are getting people and food from Burshinabi. Oh, actually, let's prioritize food over people. There we go. Because we're almost out of food, I just noticed. We can get an insect farm online. Enough people for this? We do, barely. 3 insect farms, and then Tycoon within 10 cycles. Sure, whatever. We can do that. Help us get some trust back. Make sure they're not all turned on by default here. We don't want to overwhelm our stuff. 10 cycles is a long time. We can get it done well before then. I guess we dismantled all our other ships already. It's fine. Oh, we're actually done with airlock construction, right? Yeah, unless we want to get another solar panel, which we could maybe do, but we don't have to right now. Hi. Yes, hello, meow. Yes, I'm aware that meow. That's true. You're bored. I played with you earlier. That was like an hour ago. That was like an hour ago. Maybe an hour and a half ago. That's forever. I know. I know. I know that's forever. I know that forever is a long time. That's true. Here you go. Here's some kibble. Kibbles. Here you go. We are a youthful beast. Okay, so we have lots of people now. I think we should be able to bring all 3 farms online at least briefly. Okay, we've want to create temporary easement of the Naomi Protocol. Contact the station. Tycoon Station, this is Marduk Council member Rabia Neokond. You're not authorized to interface with Outer Hope. The purpose of this facility is to allow Delos to continue with the development of its most highly classified projects, far away from the prying eyes of our competitors and the media conglomerates of Earth. Do you not realize that the whole world is watching you at this moment, and that your presence here could jeopardize this entire operation? I'll be filing an official complaint with Vanir himself, unless perhaps you can do something for me that would change my mind. You'll send the resources. We got the food already, so we're good to send the resources there. They're gonna give us more plastic, I think. We have a housing issue. I think we're fine for now, but I can build another house. It's no big deal. Oh, this is turned off. Whoops. I think it's going to take less than a cycle to build each of these, so we should be good. Let's build another cargo ship, I think. Let's start bringing the people on board while we're waiting for this. Oh, that's the probe sound. Well, we have nothing to probe. Extra cargo ship might be unnecessary right now, but we'll use it sooner or later. Should have enough personnel to run all these things as long as this is off. Alright, our impending starvation is averted. Crew trust has mostly been restored. Fortunately, insects are a renewable resource. Let's get our new cargo ship working. He's going to start bringing people.
A science ship team has completed.
Bring another 100 people, so start plunking down houses for them here. Alright. Thank you, Administrator. Now leave. I will ensure that Dolos issues a public statement that rationalizes our contact here at the edge of the solar system. I'll placate Veneer for now, but you'll need to explain your actions in due course. You might have heard we're working on the next iteration of the Tycoon, the Protagoras. Tycoon operation must succeed if we're able to achieve our goal of bringing humanity into a new era. Trust in genetic conatus. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern. We have 2 electronics components, which is fantastic, and 20 plastic. So this guy's got plastic and electronics components as high priority. There we go. And we have excess plastic. If we'd done the research data, actually, so if we ever play this game through again from the beginning, we probably should go for the research data instead of the plastic, because with the excess research data, we probably could have gotten a steel mill online by now. Because we're only short 25 science points. Getting the people, that's good. We're not quite keeping up with the housing demand though. At 178 is okay.
Administrator, the different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed. You must now start the Vol bonding procedure. Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet.
So we don't actually have enough ally for both of these buildings.
The reality
we can do this.
of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past. As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tycoon is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief.
This guy's an absolute maniac.
Sure, knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
Okay, so at this point I think we're ready to move the Tycoon. Moving into lunar orbit. We don't have batteries yet, so everything's going to be offline for a little while. Sorry, guys. Can't be helped. Okay, we arrived at the moon. We're gonna wait till the next food service, and then after the next food service, we'll jump. I don't want people to starve. Wait, this is using 20 food? I service in 1.7 cycles. Maybe we don't want to wait, actually. So we're gonna starve. Although we have 3 insect farms, but they're producing basically nothing. I think we're actually going to lose one of our crew quarters here and replace it with an insect farm. It's annoying. I think we should have just enough steel and stuff for that. And we will go ahead and start the vol jump.
In accordance with Ralph Stanford procedures, all
Oh shit.
ships must return to the Tycoon before vol jump initiation.
Power's gonna be off for an extra half day because this guy was still out away from the ship. That's my bad. So I guess as soon as he hops on board the vol engine, we'll be ready.
Vol engine ready.
No, I don't want to commence jump. I want to wait for my science ship.
Charging vol engine.
Damn it. Oh well, we wasted a bunch of plastic and some lives. Feeling maybe the same thing happened to me on my first playthrough. I can't remember. One of our science ships like went missing, and we're never able to get it back. I think that's how it happened the first time too.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution.
Cutscene is cool, but I wish this guy would talk faster.
Survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the full engine.
Whoops. Something about that speech that's inspiring but also deeply unnerving. Yeah. Experiencing slight technical difficulties.
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics. Several anomalies detected. Multiple digital security breaches found within full jump routines. Full engine critically damaged. Hull integrity compromised. Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's the Vol drive.
No communication signals from Earth.
That's amazing. I love it. All right.
Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%. Activating Marduk survival protocols. New mission objective established. Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet. Urgent issues requiring immediate attention. Increase food production output. Restore hull integrity.
Okay.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, so that's all the time we have for today, so we're going to leave it there in the aftermath of this crisis that we've created. I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry we blew up the moon. And if you did enjoy the stream, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Zunlu, good to see you, dude. Thanks for hanging out. And everybody who's lurking out there, thanks for watching as well. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you next time. Take care, folks.